In a past segment, I told you that there's this really unfortunate reality to, you guessed it, Trump winning. And it's beyond just Trump. And it's that MAGA is emboldened. The Republican Party, for a second, post January 6th, it looked like, oh, wait, they might not keep doing this MAGA thing. Trump's victory has ensured we're going to have a MAGA GOP for quite some time. Something that MAGA is excited about, the country shouldn't be. This extreme component of the GOP has taken over. And what that means is that in Congress, for example, in the House of Representatives, where Republicans, as they do also in the Senate, have a majority, they have a really narrow majority, though. So the people who feel most emboldened to leverage the power within the Republican caucus are the extreme MAGA folks. I gave you the example of Marjorie Greene getting so much power now, and Lauren Boebert's another, where she has the ability to leverage her power in a way that moderates never seem to ever want to, because they're terrified of Trump and the extreme MAGA folks. And so we're going to be stuck hearing from some of the least qualified to be speaking on these important issues people for some time. And that brings us to this interview with Stinchfield tonight. Grant Stinchfield, I think is his name. And he had Lauren Boebert on the show. I want to show you an embarrassing moment of Boebert's. But before we get to that, Grant Stinchfield opened up this segment on his show in the most cringy way you can possibly imagine. So let me play that for you. I'll respond to that, then we'll get to Lauren Boebert. While you're watching this, please do click the subscribe button if you haven't yet. We are this close. I'm doing a little gesture for our podcast listeners. Away from 1 million subscribers. Thank you so much to each and every one of you. Here's Grant.
This is the start of a post-woke era. It is MAGA time, baby. And I couldn't be more excited about it. So Troy Nels, great friend of this program, has some great advice for all of our members of Congress out there, both Senate and the House.
There's no question he's the leader of our party. So now he's got a mission statement, his mission, and his goals and objectives, whatever that is, we need to embrace it. All of it. Every single word. If Donald Trump says jump 3 feet high and scratch your head, we all jump 3 feet high and scratch our heads. That's it.
You know, as a TV commentator, I'm not supposed to say it. I'm going to tell you right now, President Trump calls me and tells me to jump 3 feet high, scratch my head here. I'm doing exactly what he says. That's the boss. I'm a soldier, and we're going full on MAGA.
What? Who says that? What? This is a joke. Don't take this too seriously. What is your relationship with your father like, Grant? Why? We heard that crowd. They all chanted Daddy Don when Trump came out. Or Daddy's home after Tucker Carlson said, Daddy's going to come spank you, little girl, about America. Very weird speech, as we covered. There's some sort of weird daddy complex. Like they need Trump to tell them what to do and then to discipline. I can't get in their head. I don't understand that. But something weird's going on here, okay? Grant.
Say it. I'm going to tell you right now, President Trump calls me and tells me to jump 3 feet high, scratch my head here. I'm doing exactly what he says. That's the boss. I'm a soldier, and we're going full on MAGA on this program, and we have been for what? The last 4 years I've been in front of you on this network and others. Well, joining me now, the Congresswoman from Colorado, another great friend of this program, Congresswoman Lauren Boebert's back with us. Congresswoman, it's great to see you.
Grant, this has been an amazing week. President Trump obviously pulling off a great victory, the victory we've all been waiting for, and then him announcing so many amazing members of his team. These cabinet picks are phenomenal, and I want to see even more. I want the three-letter responses all over D.C. to keep coming. MSNBC says that the three-letter response yesterday was WTF. Well, I was saying LFG. And, we've been in a FAFO stage recently. We were in the FA and now we're in the FO. And so people are about to find out.
What? That's not the part I'm referencing, but what? Did I just have a stroke? What just happened?
The three-letter responses all over D.C. to keep coming. MSNBC says that the three-letter response yesterday was WTF. Well, I was saying LFG. And, we've been in a FAFO stage recently. We were in the FA and now we're in the FO. And so people are about to find out.
Yeah, FA and FO are two letters, but okay.
Exactly what we are going to do with this MAGA agenda. I want to see a Thomas Massey as Secretary of Ag. I want to see a Brandon Herrera at the ATF. I want to see Bongino as the secretary there with the Secret Service. There are so many things that we can do. And look at the way that Charlie Kirk schools the woke indoctrinating teachers. Maybe he needs to be Secretary of the Department of Education. There's so much that we can do to get America back on track. And President Trump is already doing a great job with that. From Tulsi Gabbard.
I think even for Grant, Charlie Kirk was a bridge too far. For Department of Education, this led to a Midas headline of Lauren Boebert wants Trump to appoint Dan Bongino. If you don't know him, he's just this guy who screams on a podcast, I think. And he did a Fox show at some point, but now he's doing his own thing about, in sort of like if you say I'm wrong, I'm going to beat you up sort of vibe. And it's like, I'm not saying we're going to fight each other. I'm just saying you're wrong on the issues. That's like the energy he emits. He would be so unqualified to have a position in the administration. She's saying the Secretary of Secret Service is what he should get. Well, there's an issue with that. There is no Secretary of Secret Service. As, again, Maya's report, Lauren Boebert wants Trump to appoint Dan Bongino as Secretary of Secret Service, a job that doesn't exist. And this is the best caption ever. Boebert continues to demonstrate a lack of basic understanding. That's it. I feel like it needs to go somewhere. A basic understanding of government or basic understanding of this or that. It's just basic understanding generally. When she tries to understand, she fails. Here's more.
To Bobby Kennedy and, of course, my best friend, Matt Gaetz, as Attorney General.
I didn't think about Charlie Kirk. He's got a great show on this network as well as Secretary of Education. That would be fabulous.
Let's just pretend like this is all a joke.
All this, it rivals RFK Jr. as head of HHS. I mean, I never thought I'd actually see it, but we're going to see it, and heads are going to roll over there. It's a wake-up call. Specifically talking about Matt Gaetz. Congresswoman Boebert, I know you're very good friends with Matt. What is this going to mean for the Department of Justice and, quite frankly, Americans who want some accountability there?
Justice is served. Matt Gaetz is going to do exactly.
Why is she speaking in sound bites? They said WTF, I said LFG, and then LMFAO and LOL, and I can't think of a single other acronym. Jaden, any help here?
I think you hit all of them.
And BTW, BRB, SWAT. Okay, I don't know. Justice is served.
that. We have seen him in the Judiciary Committee hold these bureaucrats accountable. We have seen him expose what's going on behind closed doors, stand up for the whistleblowers, and bring true justice to the United States. He has stood up for the political prisoners. He has stood up against all of the injustices that have taken place. Even the Attorney General Merrick Garland himself, Matt Gaetz, has taken on. And now in this role, he can fulfill all of the promises that President Trump has been making to ensure that we have this accountability, that we have.
This is just absolutely terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. They really want Matt Gaetz as Attorney General. And Trump he wants to do it through recess appointments. So the Senate might not even have to confirm. And that will be the exact dystopian nightmare that we warned of. And people said, you're so hyperbolic, Trump derangement syndrome. TDS, Lauren Boebert would say it as. And we weren't. This is as bad as it gets in terms of Attorney General. And that's who Lauren Boebert, her bestie, is wanting. That's who Trump is wanting. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Get the BS, I call it. That doesn't work. The bonus show. Get BS. No, it's the opposite of that. By clicking the join button below.